Hello students. In last lecture we have learned about the application software, that is the software part of application. Now we'll learn about the hardware part of your computer. Now hardware, which is abbreviated as HW. Abbreviated as HW means the short form of hardware is called as HW. Now refers to all the physical components of a computer system, including the device connected to it. Hardware is all the physical parts of a computer. Physical parts, that means where you can touch, where it is a tangible part, where it can be feel, that part is called as your hardware part. And if it is including, and if it is connecting devices, that means if when you are connecting devices to the computer, that part is also called as your hardware part. You cannot create a computer or use software without using hardware. As you know, the computer is a combination of hardware and software. So the software part is also necessary for the computer, and the hardware part is also necessary for the computer. Without hardware part you cannot create a computer, because all the hardware parts like monitor, keyboard, mouse, we have to use, or you should use, while creating the computer. So hardware, what are the hardwares of a computer now? Monitor, motherboard, CPU, that is your microprocessor, main memory, that is RAM, expansion cards, expansion slots, then power supply unit, optical disk drive, hard disk drive. These are the example of hardware. Now central processing unit, that is CPU. Central processing unit is also known as the brain of the computer. Central processing unit, CPU, is also known as the brain of a computer. That means all the parts, all the operations is done in CPU. Now it performs all the types of data processing operation as required by the programmer. Whatever the task and operation can be performed, that should be performed in CPU. Without CPU the operations cannot be performed. So whatever the data you have, on that data, suppose you want to perform any operation, you need to have CPU. It stores all the data, immediate, intermediate results and instruction as given by the programmer in the form of codes. As you know, we are talking English language, and the computer cannot have English language. It have to interpret our language into computer's language, that is 0 1 language or binary language. So that binary language, all the data, whatever we have given to the computer, that all data he has to convert into the codes, and that code can be processed into intermediate result. So all the data is processed and gives the result is the main operation of the CPU, and that operation can be covered by our instruction, that is user instruction or the programmer instruction in the form of program. Means programmer or developer who have developed the computer will develop a program in such a way that it will consist all the instructions to the computer what it should do when it will have such type of or any type of input. Then central processing unit, CPU, controls the operation of each part of the computer. As you know, in human body also the brain is having all the controls of all the parts in your body, right? For example, when you touch the hot hot water, it will the the thing or the hot water will indicates your brain the water is hot, and immediately with brain's instruction your hand is far away from, you are taking your hand from far away from the hot water. So this type of operation or this type of task can be performed in CPU, because it have controls over all the parts of the computer. So CPU controls all the operations of each parts of the computer, all the parts are assembled into CPU only. So all the parts are having control under the CPU. So it has the three components: arithmetic logic unit, memory unit, and control unit. Now arithmetic logical unit will do only the arithmetic part of the operation. Whatever you have given the arithmetic operation, or when our data is converted into the machine language or the computer's data or the computer's language, that part can be done with the arithmetic logical unit. All the arithmetic parts can be done in arithmetic logical unit. After that, it has the memory unit. As you know, memory of two types are available in the computer, that is a primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory, where you can store all the data, all the data permanently, and the secondary memory, where you can save the data temporarily. So both are the parts of a memory unit. Then after that, the control unit have all the controls over the operations performed in a CPU. So this is CPU, which is brain of the computer. Without CPU, your computer will not work, and the operations whatever goes inside the CPU will handled by the CPU only. Whatever the operations you have performed on a computer, that is handled by the CPU only. After that, the motherboard. As you can see the image, it is a motherboard consists of many resistors, many resistance, where we can store the information in programming form, in the programming coding form, and that coding form or that program will instruct the computer to do the information or to do the task. So the motherboard is generally a thin circuit board that holds together almost all parts of computer except input and output devices. All the parts or all the operations are done in motherboard. So the motherboard is a circuit where all the parts or the all the processing parts have included in the motherboard except the input and output. What is input devices through which the input is given to the computer, and the output devices through which the result can be seen on a computer. So both these two devices except excluded, and all the parts, all the things can be included in the motherboard. So all the processing work, when you are giving the input to the computer and we are accessing the output from the computer, till that time, in between input and output, whatever the process is done, that process is gone under the motherboard. Now all crucial hardware like CPU, memory, hard drive, and parts of input and output devices are located on the motherboard. So motherboard have the hard drive, have the memory access, have the CPU. That means whatever the operational registers we have to use, whatever the operational parts we have to use, that is come under the motherboard. So when you are purchasing your phone, that time also you are checking the motherboard, right? And when it says your motherboard is not working, that means your phone is absolutely not working, and you are getting the replacement of that phone, or we are throwing out that phone, because the motherboard is the main part of a computer or your system or your mobile phone. So if the motherboard is not working, that means your mobile will be not working. So that is your motherboard. Now it is the biggest circuit board in a computer chassis. It allocates power to all hardware located on it and enables them to communicate with each other. As you know, it has a large space to require. It requires large space to accommodate all the registers, all the parts of a computer into one circuit. Okay, when you open the CPU, you can see that the CPU size board is there. On that board, all the parts of the computer is connected, and all that parts can have the power supply from the motherboard. So motherboard is providing all components the power supply. So according to the power supply, it is on and off. When you are doing CPU on, the system will be on automatically. When you are shut down the CPU, when you are shut down the computer, your CPU is automatically off. So that on off process can be done in your motherboard. After that, there can be a different type of motherboard based on the type and size of the computer. As you know, the computer size is reducing reducing as such, like on a tablet computer, that is a hand size computer. So when your size is reducing, your motherboard size or the type is also reducing. So it is available, motherboard is available in various size and various types as per the requirement of the system. If you are required motherboard in your desktop, that is your system, what we are using in lab or what we are using in home, so can be that can be used as a large motherboard. And after that, if it is hand size computer, then your motherboard will be same as the size of your hand. So motherboard and CPU are the main two parts of a hardware. I hope you have understand the motherboard and CPU part of a computer.